Before we get started, I think it'd be helpful for me at least, and I invite anyone else to take a deep breath for a moment. You know, we're all having some very heavy moments of sharing, and it's medicine and it's wisdom that wants to be shared and wants to come out. But I'm going to take a deep breath, and I invite anyone else to do so as well. We can relax our shoulders, our bodies, and take a moment to ground to Mother Earth, connecting with Mother Earth and pulling the strength, the love that I may need in this moment. And I invite you all to do the same. And I'm going to leave to Mother Earth in exchange. I will give Mother Earth my pain, my sorrow, my anger, anything that I'm carrying, any doubts, fears, insecurities. And in exchange, Mama Earth will give me their love. And all that I have given will be fertilizer that Mama Earth will transmute into beautiful, beautiful energy that will blossom throughout this land. Thank you. And I always say invitation, it's not an expectation, it's an invitation. So I'm gonna share 3 different pieces. The first one I'll share is something I wrote in 2023, near the end of the year, after I'd left my PhD program, and it was a letter to myself, or to that Chris who really wanted to have their PhD and had come to terms with the fact that they would not. Saying goodbye to PhD Chris. I threw out my old binders with information from my grad school classes with Dr. Bookstore-Cris. I feel a jumble of emotions, and I feel saddened at closing that chapter. The binders were a reminder of a younger me, enthralled about being in a PhD program. I was so excited about the change I would make, and yet the dreams I had didn't materialize. Rather, other changes occurred. I held on to academia, scared of leaving, of changing my direction again. Yet I made my way towards uncharted territory until I realized academia would not be in my path any longer. Now, months since quitting my PhD, I have come to reflect and wonder what comes now. I'm slowing down, taking one step at a time. This is different and uncomfortable. After years of being in survival mode, running nonstop, I'm almost bored. And then the exhaustion hits, of finally feeling safe enough to pause, reflect, and rest. Alas, I'm learning. Do I go? I'm learning as I go and unlearning the old ways of living. I'm proud of myself for taking these brave steps and for getting off the perpetual rat race. I'm scared, and that's okay. Change is scary because it's unknown, not because it's bad. I have many dreams and hopes on this new journey. I've been planting many seeds throughout the years, and I can't wait to see the harvest blooming. I'm trying every day, one breath at a time. Anger. What if I let go of the anger burning through me? I would inhale some peace like the waves of an ocean. I would exhale that mounting rage, allowing the waves of peace to put it out. Smoke would emerge, reminding me the fire is out. The anger is gone. The rage is released. What would be left after I let go of the anger? The mounting frustration of the unknown, the self-doubt that has plagued since I left the life I knew behind, the grief of letting go of what I once cherished. I would drown in the sorrow which came after leaving the life I thought I loved behind, the sadness of knowing I had lost my North Star. What is at the root of my anger? The hollowness of my life after I said goodbye to everything I held so dear. The emptiness in my soul, leaving me lost in uncharted territory. The ache to find meaning again. Deep down, I found a yearning to live a fuller life. Deep down, I found the unmet needs I have yet to meet. I dug deeper until I found the root of my pain. I cleansed the wound. I stitched my wound up, and now I wait for it to scar. I'll carry the scar with pride, knowing how I healed myself amidst the battle with my inner demons. Perhaps one day I'll add a tattoo over that scar, so I'll always remember the battle I won. This way, I'll always remember how I fought for myself. I'll always remember how I loved myself. I'll remember how I let go of the life I thought I wanted to live the life I truly deserved. So that poem I wrote in 2024. It'd been months after leaving my program. It'd been, I think, about a year after leaving my program. And I found that while I had processed some of the pain, I just felt very angry at a lot of the people that were a part of leaving my program. What I couldn't articulate at that time was that I'd been pushed out. Like, I understood it and I wrote it in a theoretical sense. I had the language and I wrote that when I left my program, but I hadn't allowed myself to feel it. And so what remained was that anger and really rage. How could the things that happened to me happen? I'm learning to let myself feel, because that's the thing I didn't do for a long time. And lastly, I have a poem I wrote recently at the beginning of the year. Griefy things. I've been grieving so much. I grieve the life I left behind. I grieve the person I used to be. My grief has swallowed me whole, so much so that I no longer recognize myself. I thought I was repeating patterns. Turns out I was grieving. Grief is such a funny thing. It can have you living in the limbo. It can make you reject anything that reminds you that you are living. Grief can make you feel like you're no longer living. It can make you feel like you're dead too. It can keep you stuck. I forgot that grieving stems from love. I forgot that grieving is part of change. I forgot grief and joy can coexist. I acknowledge my grief. I recognize my grief stems from the love I had for my past life and my past self. I thank the grief. I open my heart again. I open myself to this new life. I open my heart to this new me. Grief is a part of life. Grief is a reminder to cherish the moments. Grief is a reminder I am human, and one day someone will grieve me too. And that's it. And it's also, this will probably be the last open mic night that my sibling and I will be participating in, since we'll be moving to California. And I just want to thank everyone for every time I've been here. It's been wonderful to hear people share medicine and feel authentic and show up, and also listen and hear each other and create this space together. So thank you to everyone. the medicine I've received and the medicine we've co-created in this space. So thank you.